from Australia. I'm Matt, and joining us today is a good friend of ours, Heidi.
Hi, how are you?
So I asked Heidi to come in to have a chat to us today because she's got a really interesting story. She's from Mexico, but has been living here in Byron Bay for how long?
8 years.
8 years. So I thought today we're going to talk about Heidi surfs and she dives a bit. So we're going to talk about traveling and excuses to travel, traveling as a girl and traveling to surf and things like that.
Awesome.
So I thought I'd start, first of all, just asking you a few get to know you questions, okay? So first one I wanted to ask was your favourite meal to cook. So something if you've got people over at your house, what's your go-to recipe that you...
Mole.
Mole,
Yeah.
aye, which is, explain what it is.
Mole is a traditional Mexican dish that's made out of a powder that's got 30 different spices in it.
30 different spices?
It's not really hot, but it's really, really tasty. It's got almonds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, chocolate. That's the famous ingredient that everyone kind of freaks out.
Chocolate, though, like the powder? Or the...
Cacao.
Yeah,
So
okay.
cocoa, they
Yeah.
call it. So yeah, it's there's 3 different types. Mole negro, which is the black one, which
Yeah.
has got more concentration of cacao.
Yeah.
The green one and the red one. But
What?
my favorite is the black one.
Is the black one?
Yeah.
So that's the one that's got cacao, or they all have... Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it's got more cacao than
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
And what do you eat it with? Can you put it with different dishes, or you just have it?
You can mix it with rice,
Yeah.
or the big one is like enchiladas
Yeah.
de mole. So you have the tortillas with chicken or cheese, and then the mole on top,
Yeah.
and a few sesame seeds spread out.
Oh.
But the other day we had a little bit of a Italian Mexican cuisine at
Yeah.
the house, and we made quinoa and we mixed it with the quinoa, and it was super tasty.
Quinoa is something I've been using a lot lately. I love it, huh? And you can get the different colour quinoa as well.
Yeah.
So you use it instead of rice. Whoa. If you haven't tried that, guys, give
It's
that a
pretty
go.
good.
Quinoa's beautiful. So the thing I wanted to talk about was travelling, because you've got a couple of interesting trips coming up, and you've done a lot of travelling until now. First I wanted to ask was, what's your main motivation for travelling? Is it surfing? Is it diving? What?
It is both, but it's also get to know other cultures.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy to go to a place and see what the local people do there, and I love to learn a few words or phrases before I get where I'm going. So
Yeah.
at least, when I get out of the airport, I know how to say please and thank you, or
Yeah.
how are you. And yeah, one of the big ones for me is just get to see all the different realities that are out there,
Yeah.
outside our normal day of life.
Yeah. Gives you a good dose of perspective too, doesn't it? I think when you travel to other places, you can get, when you're in the one place or your own country for a long period of time, you can get sort of used to, I don't know, a bit of a bubble and get comfortable. And then when you go to places like this, I think you get out of your comfort zone and gives you a bit of perspective on things. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
It does make you appreciate the good things that you have where the place you are. And a big one for me, it's also, it just kind of stops the bitching.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to a place where people don't have something that you give or take for granted, and it's really good. It's a really good eye opener.
Yeah.
Traveling, I find it's what teaches me the most.
It's true, huh?
Really.
You think about things that you were stressing about or you're worrying about or complaining about, and you're like, oh, man, it's
Yeah.
nothing. It's
Yeah.
not a problem. Yeah, it's true. So I guess the surfing and the diving is just an excuse then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely since I started surfing, that has dramatically, how can I say, influenced the places that I choose to
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel bad because there's places that have no surf that I would still like to see,
Yeah.
but they're somehow not in my priority list at the moment.
Because there's no waves there.
Yeah.
What's it like traveling, not only as a girl, but as a female surfer? Because, we think of surfing, we're often, I guess, it's such a male-dominated sport or activity. Most places you go and you see people surfing, they're generally guys, right? So what's it like? You travel a lot by yourself. So traveling by yourself as a girl, but then also as a female surfer.
I really like it. I don't feel threatened at all. Like, I mean, Mexico it could be a very dangerous place. Anywhere you travel could be a dangerous place. But sometimes when I go on my own and I meet people, I feel like they're like, oh, the chick that's traveling by herself, you know.
Yeah.
And not that that means anything, but it's just I like traveling by myself because it gives me that opportunity to meet heaps of people. Sometimes when you're traveling with someone else, it's really hard to break that dynamic, and other people might not approach you so easy.
That's true.
When you're by yourself, either you need to approach other people, or you're somehow an easy target for people to talk to you.
You're right, you're really approachable.
Yeah.
I think I feel like that too. Like if I saw a group of people, I'm probably not as likely to approach them, but if it's someone by themselves,
you're like, hey, how you doing? Where are you from? You know. And so, and in the surf, for example, it's good. Like sometimes I don't mind being the only chick out there.
Is it an advantage sometimes? Like, will they? No. It's not like, hey, there's a girl that's traveling by herself and surfing. We'll give her some waves. Or, no.
No, that's like the ideal, but it doesn't really happen.
No.
I don't think.
You don't like? Do you get any negative sort of vibes when you're out there surfing as a girl?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I have been lucky enough that all the people that I meet surfing, they're usually people that surf are usually very cruisy and open-minded and relaxed.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think it's an advantage. I don't get waves given to me. I do get, if I get a good wave, I get a hood or two, which is really sick. But it's not like they don't paddle for the wave because I'm there.
Yeah, right.
They go for it.
I guess too, we're starting to see like more and more girls in the water. I think like even every year that passes, there's more and more girls, surfing. Not only here, obviously there's a big surf culture here, so there's a lot of girls surfing around here and girls that surf really well as well. But also when you're going and doing trips overseas, I think you're seeing more and more girls, and in isolated places too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I definitely have found that since I started surfing in Mexico probably like 12 years ago, there was barely any girls surfing. And 5 years ago when I went home, there was heaps more. And now, I check like Instagram and all that stuff, and everyone's just... There's heaps of chicks competing.
Really?
And it's awesome. I mean, friends of mine that have little girls that, the chick's like 3 and she's already on a surfboard and spinning a surfboard for a year. So
fantastic.
I think that's really good.
What's the surf culture like in Mexico compared to here? Is it different, or you think it's the same everywhere?
I don't know. It's hard to tell for me because I haven't been home in 5 years.
Yeah.
But I think it has a common denominator of, just the frothiness of it, like just staying healthy and being in contact with the ocean. And somehow I feel like surfers are a bit more aware of what's going on in the ocean.
Yeah.
Especially rubbish-wise or plastic or things that are around us. I think we're more aware, and I think that's a global thing.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think one of the best things for me about surfing, surfing itself is really fun, but one of the best things is just the people you meet and like the different places you get to travel to. It's an excuse to just be a part of this sort of amazing community it's like it's international, like you said, and attracts like-minded people.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Really cool. Thanks very much for coming in and chat to us
no
today.
Worries.
Guys, don't forget to go to www.g'dayfromaustralia.com, where you can check out this episode and a lot of other episodes we've filmed. And you can also download a PDF document which has all some useful phrases and expressions we've used today in the conversation with Heidi. So see us next time. I'll be chatting to another friend about something completely different.
Adios.
See you later.
When we saw that lightning strike overhead,